Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral, and today we're taking a look at the JoyPlus SN cartridge tray by STD. What an unfortunately named company. And I know what you're thinking. Why would I review this? This is just a random, unimportant piece of accessory. Why bother? It is a Super Nintendo game holder, and that should be a SN cartridge tray. It says it all in the name. And you can hold 10 Super Nintendo games in this thing. So why should I buy that? Should be like the entirety of the review, just saying that. But I think it's important to analyze the way we display and store our games, because as collectors, it's a big part of what we do. And I think this one's kind of interesting because it lifts off of the ground. It's got like a diagonal design, and it lifts it up and just aims it right at your face. If you walk by it, it sticks out a little bit more than a flat facing or just one that's just flat. And I like that. I like that it's that way. And let me pull out a Super Nintendo cartridge to show you what they look like inside of it. In this case, Yoshi'S Safari, in case you're into rail shooting dinosaurs. And it fits perfectly. It's a little wiggly, not gonna lie. But that wiggle room actually helps you use these dust covers, which come with all Super Nintendo games, so it'll fit just fine with the dust cover here. And I like that. I like that when they design these things that they keep in mind the dust cover, because those are really valuable tools. You should always have dust covers for your games, especially with these retro collecting things, because they can gather dust and they can really ruin it. It makes it a big pain to even just play them. So always have the dust covers, kids. Now let me pull this aside so I can show you what it looks like with a full tray. And here we are, a full SN cartridge tray, all 10 games, and I like it. It feels good, looks good. What's interesting to me about it, though, is that this has a 10 cartridge limit, and that's fine. I understand they had to have a limit. They can't fit a million games into it, but I kind of wonder what the purpose is, because if you're a collector that's interested in displaying your items, you're going to have more than 10 Super Nintendo games, so the 10 number is sort of limited. The one that I use is a 16 cartridge, and obviously even that's significantly limited, but I think maybe this would be good for someone that wants to display all the games in a certain Super Nintendo series, or all their top 10 favorite games maybe. But for whatever reason they would want it, it is a solidly built, nice little cartridge tray. And you know what? For someone that isn't a major collector and only has maybe 10 Super Nintendo games, this is perfect. This is a really great little find. And I don't even know what they'd cost. This one was a donation, actually, from The Great Escape, so thank you very much for your donation, but I can't imagine these are terribly expensive. And even if you can't find this one, I do like this style. I like the random cartridge holders out there because I think they're a fun way to display your games. And as always, later days.